Yes, people. What's going on? We got 50 people in the building already, and I gotta tell you guys, this is gonna be a good one. We're gonna have Hamza in here making excuse after excuse after excuse about why his team lost. We also got Alan in the building. 1 second, Alan, what's going on, bro? I'm live right now. I'm live right now. I wanted to know, are you gonna make it, bro? Are you?
No, man. I've not seen any other things like any other action. So
No worries. So
I've already got fans because I haven't seen any Premier League, so I didn't want to.
okay, while you're here, let everybody know what you thought about the Tottenham game.
Spurs. Spurs played them off the park in the beginning. Didn't take our chances. Then Basuma, they came into the game. Basuma was an absolute fool for getting himself sent off. Rightly so. Absolute disgraceful diving. No need for it. And I'm one of these that will call out my own players. Disgraceful dive. And then in the second half, we had to adapt and change. We got the goal, and then we showed that we can defend as well. Obviously, Ange then made tactical changes when we were getting overrun down the flanks to put him with 5 to nullify the game. And we came away with the win. Obviously, a win's a win no matter how you get it done.
And you're top of the league. How you feeling? Top of the league. How you feeling?
Look, it's obviously, let's be honest. I don't know who you've got in the panel, but nobody gave Spurs.
Now we got Rack and we got Don in the building, and Hamza's going to be joining, and we got another one joining also. So unfortunately, Alan can't be here, guys, today. But that's his take on the Tottenham game. And top of the league, Alan, going to the national break. You gassed? You're going to win the league?
No, we're not going to win the league. Look, guys, none of you gave us a hope and help before the start of the season. I think I predicted us 6th before the start of the season. I think most of you probably predicted lower. Spurs obviously got off to a good start. We're going to have areas where we're going to go through rocky patches in regard to results and not playing well or injuries, because we know the drop there. It depends on how we react and
Hamza made it
with those injuries and bad things to see how we do. The longer we continue picking up results, it looks like it's going to be a better season than even I anticipated. But what position that leads to, I don't know. But at the moment, we're doing well. We're getting the results. We're getting the points on the board. So long may it continue.
By the way, Alan, Hamza didn't bottle it, but here we go. We're out of here. You have a good one.
Well, that's good that Hamza didn't bottle it. I don't need to bottle it because my team won.
There you go. Peace out, bro.
Love you, Hamza. See you later.
Bye, guys. Yo, I think that was nice. He called just before the stream. But yo, we got Don in the building. Don, have your team turned a corner. We're going to talk about that today, because I remember something like that happening on the top 6. We were talking about that. And also, remember, I told you something about that City midfield battle with Arsenal and how we were going to play similar to how we did against Tottenham and Man United. Hey, if you don't remember that conversation, I'll let you know. And Rack, we got to ask you what happened. Liverpool dropped points today. It looks like you guys are a serious team this season, but you did drop points today, so we're gonna have to talk about that. City dropped points also, so we're gonna have to talk about that. But long story short, it's gonna be a situation. It's gonna be a situation where we're also gonna have Ozzy in the building. And you know what? I messaged Omar and I told him, tough luck. You're gonna drop points today. And then he's like, no, we're not. He messaged me after full time.
Lucky, man. Lucky team, man.
There you go. But I think it's only right. We're going to start with the City game when Hamza gets back. But for now, let's start with Rack. He's been away for a while. Rack, what happened today? Liverpool dropped points.
Look, it wasn't...
Don, you're a winner today. We're not going to start with Chelsea. Don't worry.
It was a weird performance, but Brighton came out of the blocks fast, like most teams do against us. I think most teams tried to go for the jugular against us early these days, and there was a bit of a mix-up. Shocking, actually. I blame all 3 of them. I blame Alisson as well a little bit, because I think if he was in position, he could have saved that weak shot. Van Dijk and McAllister kind of fumbled it, and. It was a bit disappointing, because obviously after that we started playing really well. Second half we controlled the game pretty well, and going in 2-1 up, and with Gravenberch having the opportunity to make it 3-1 would have been curtains. But Brighton are a good team, and the defending for the set piece, the equaliser that they scored, was bad, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't get on to Robbo as much as some people, but he should have really done better to cut that cross out. Just not good enough. What would the positives are that, again, our attack is firing. We are going to score goals this season without doubt. But without the defensive midfielder, which I think we needed that replacement for Fabinho. Without that, it gives the defense that extra stability. And without that, at least until January, we're gonna miss a player of that stature, and we are going to concede goals. It's not just defending starts from the front and from the midfield. And Fabinho not being there, there's a big Fabinho-shaped hole in our central midfield, and that's going to cost us points. And I think it probably did to some extent today. But we get a point. Brighton away is I think a lot of teams are going to drop points. It wouldn't surprise me if other big teams drop points Brighton away this season. So it is what it is. We're 3 points behind top spot, which isn't that bad. And we've played Brighton away, Spurs away, and who else we played away? Newcastle away. All of those places are going to be tough for our rivals to go and get points. And Chelsea away. I'm not going to forget Chelsea just yet anyway.
I'm going to throw it over to Don. Don, did you watch the Liverpool game? I know you're a cultured man. You probably watched it, right?
Yeah. I watched a bit of it. I watched most of it, actually, to be fair. I did.
What happened?
Yeah. I think the first 20 minutes, Brighton were onto Liverpool. And I think a big part of that was they were just bypassing their press. Do you know what I mean? One thing that I've spoken about with Liverpool is their lack of a DM. I know they've got all the firepower in the world, but that midfield isn't balanced. Do you know what I'm saying? I know McAllister, he's a good player, man, but if you leave him in that pivot by himself, it's always going to be problems up against teams that have a well-structured, well-drilled team that has everyone playing in their normal position. And right now, they're playing him out of position. So they weren't looking great in the first 20 minutes. Then Brighton started to make individual mistakes. It got a bit messy for them. And then Liverpool kind of got back into the game. But yeah, that defending for the goal, to concede that was very, very amateur. Do you know what I mean? That's not something that you should be doing there when it's whipped in like that. But Dunk, I'm glad that Dunk got that goal. Liverpool, someone needs to stop that momentum, because right now they look like they're getting their flow a bit. So I was happy with that. But I think overall, Liverpool are going to have results like this season because of that. Like I said, that lack of a DM in critical games like today. Because if they come up against the Arsenal, for example, with a solid midfield, even Chelsea right now, we've got a really good midfield. Liverpool can be losing those games and dropping more points against those sort of teams. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is what I kind of expected from Liverpool this season because of their lack of DM. I think they're lacking that stability in the midfield,
I'm just going to say, I don't know how many people watched the Liverpool game, but personally for me, I didn't get to watch the whole game. So I can't give a fair analysis of the game. But I seen that you guys drop points. And I just want to know the context in you guys dropping these points. Rack, do you view it as you guys are fully in the title race this season and these kind of points early in the season can take you out of it? Or do you think it's too early to say you're in the title race or not in the title race?
I mean, the title race is a difficult one, right? Because I don't think at this stage we are fully equipped to win the title. Can we be in a race? Can we be in with a within touching distance of City with 5 games to go? I don't think that's impossible.
Or Arsenal.
But look, City are the guarantee. So I'm going to go by City as the barometer. Yeah. Right, everyone. I don't think anybody doesn't think City are going to drop off. Right, so I'm going to use that as the barometer. Arsenal, we shall see. But obviously, again, like today, obviously is a big step in the right direction for Arsenal. But I think we do need an addition in defensive midfield, and we just in general need to tie it up, as Don said. Like, we're going to have games like this if we don't. Certainly up until January and past January as well, if we don't strengthen in that area.
Yeah. Congratulations on the win, Egal. Make sure you're ready to come to the bridge 2 weeks time. We'll talk about that. Not right now. We got other things to worry about. But Don, do you think Liverpool are title contenders, or it's too early once again to mention those kind of words?
I think, it is, they've got the base. They've definitely got the players to be title contenders, but they're missing that DM, man. I think in January, they definitely need to go get a DM. They showed their hand a bit with the Casado money. Obviously, they showed that they've got the money there. So there should be no excuses whatsoever for them to go into January and get that DM, man, because without that, you're not winning the league, man. I don't think you won't even finish above Arsenal with that, to be honest, because Arsenal, they've got depth when it comes to their midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for Liverpool. I think they've got the attack to do it, and I think their main back four can do it, to be fair. But it's just that midfield, man. It hasn't got that stability to last the whole season.
Fair enough. Let's wait for Hamza. Hamza, where you at, bro? What's going on, bro? There's over 111 people, and my man's missing.
I said 1 minute, and he just disappeared into the background.
Hamza's practicing the piano in the corner there.
There you go. I'll just say this, man. Mo Salah's form right now is impeccable. And I don't think too many people have spoken about that. We spoke about Liverpool and the VAR situation so much. We actually overlook the good performances from some of your players. Like Mo Salah right now, he's back to his best, or at least almost his best. Like, what is this? 14 goal involvements in 13 games.
Crazy.
That's nuts. He got two goals today, or two goals today, right?
2 goals today, yeah. Penalty and the finish in the first half. Yeah, look, I mean, Salah's doing well. Szoboszlai's doing well. You know, that right hand side of our attack is exceptional. Like Szoboszlai has been a revelation since he's come in. He's not always spectacular, although he has got spectacular moments, like some of the long distance goals and stuff that he scored. But it's also just a silky interlinking of play, just slight movements, one-touch passing. That's what kind of helps to knit our midfield together. And hit the combination of him, Salah, McAllister as well to a certain extent, and Trent, I think is going to be pivotal. When we were at top form, we had Henderson in that role, and certainly in an attacking sense, Szoboszlai is on a different level to Hendo. And he's got an engine. He works back and forth. He doesn't shirk any of his defensive responsibilities. So that's positive, you know. But there has been a lot of there hasn't been an evolution in the midfield. It's been a revolution, and I still think there's a way for us to go to improve in that department. That's the most obvious area where we still need to improve potentially. Whether it be maybe, I don't know, who knows? Maybe we improve performance in that area just from experience. But I feel like to make the real big leap forward in that area, we need to sign a DM.
There you go. And you know what? Enough about that. We're going to have to wait on the Manchester United story. We're going to have to wait on Don's club because Hamza's in the building. And guys, I've been on many streams with Hamza this week. I've been on Husam's channel. I've been on my channel. I've been on Staffy's channel. But where there was the most craziest takes being placed was yesterday on Staffy's channel. Yesterday on Staffy's channel, Hamza had a lot to say. And at one point, he started going into history lessons of every single team that we've ever played. And I just want to play something. Because Hamza, you said to me something on the terrace today when we were on the terrace, that these videos are on the internet and they can get replayed and you can make yourself look silly sometimes. So unfortunately, you were the one that made yourself look silly. Because not only did you say, oh, I'm worried, but at the same time, you were saying stuff like this.
We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy.
Hamza,
we beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons.
What happened?
We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons.
Oh my God.
We beat Lons. We'll beat them easy.
What
we
happened?
Beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them easy.
I'll tell you why.
We beat these guys. They couldn't
I'll
even
tell
beat
you why.
Lons. We'll beat them easy. We beat these guys. They couldn't even beat Lons. We'll beat them.
I can only hear you replaying the same thing. I'm gonna beat them. These guys. Listen. The thing is, oh my God. How did you smash and grab that shit? It's 86 minutes. Oh my God. You know, everything happens for a reason. I was shocked. I'm watching the game. Yeah. I get a text. Oh my God. Oh. My Sky thing is always a little bit behind. So I'm watching it on Sky. And I'm like, Billy's calling me. I'm like, what? Why are you calling me? Yeah, man, make sure you don't run away. Why? They've just scored. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Listen, today, I have to give it to Pep. I have to congratulate Pep. Like, there is no doubt, yeah, other than that 1-0, that deflected goal, Pep Guardiola, I think, is outsmarted your manager. I swear, I believe that. I tell you why, Egal. How do you play Rico Lewis as a midfielder? We've got here Chelsea fans here. Oh, Enzo's not playing. Oh, Kaiser. Rico Lewis could be a... Whoa. Egal, you're not 18 years old, yeah? To have a fantastic performance as an 18-year-old in midfield, that's good. Rico was good. Rico was brilliant. Outstanding. I saw Rico, I was like, wow. I thought, yo, where's the 100?
No, I got to give it up to you. Deflection tactics on 100.
Hamza, how are you making Rico Lewis the story of today?
What is going on here? What is going on here? Huh?
I watch my watch along. I'm chilling here. Yeah, I'm relaxing. Guess what? I'm looking at the game. I'm relaxed. I'm having my tea. I'm like, yeah, this is easy. I've nullified them. I'm chilling.
Wait.
I can't wait.
Stop.
Yeah.
You've nullified
I'm
us.
seeing.
You've nullified Arsenal when you have 4 chances the whole game.
1 second. Ake should have scored. Yes or no?
No, it was a free kick. It was a free kick.
Ake should have scored. Everyone knows that.
Saliba got him off his.
No, it was the empty goal. He should score. Egal, this is the reason why you don't do well. Egal, I have high standards. Rax, do you believe he should have scored?
He should have scored, man. Like, don't get me wrong, Saliba,
No,
he put him off.
He should have scored that. He should have
Saliba
scored
put him off. He
that.
should have scored.
Listen,
That's number one.
Number
two, Alvarez nearly scored. Again, that's a warning. And I'm thinking, yo, I should be worried.
The best chance you had in the game was from a set piece and from Gavardio's header that was cleared off the line from Declan Rice. Let's be honest, right? Where Arsenal, it was a game where there were not too many good chances being given away because both defenses were good. What happened was
we had three chances. Yes,
Hamza, what happened was we let you have the ball. We understood that we were going to control the midfield.
Edison did not make a single save. Listen to what Daniel said. What? Edison did not make a single save.
So how did we score?
Deflected goal. What other ways? You think you could lie to the people?
Martinelli was on target. Martinelli was on target.
Martinelli goal. If he goes, he holds it. It's not far. It's not going anywhere. But guess what?
So now you're saying the quality of the goal depends on how you feel about the win.
Did you outplay us? Did you outplay us? Yes or no?
Hamza,
I'm angry I lost that game. The way I lost that game, that's why I'm angry.
Tactically, we did what we had to do. We didn't outsmart you. We didn't outplay you. It was a situation where our midfield bossed you. Our midfield bossed the game. You could not find a solution to get through that midfield. Your team did not have too many chances at our goal.
Guys, was there midfield?
Let me know. Hamza, Declan Rice alone.
He didn't do it. He's not 100 million. I'll never pay 100 million for that. Are you joking? Rico Lewis, I don't care.
In the midfield. I don't. In the midfield, Egal, I don't think you guys bossed them in the midfield. I think you guys had fair enough of the ball in huge parts of the game. I think in huge parts of the game, they had the ball. In some parts of the game, you had the ball. It was back and forth between you guys in midfield. I don't think there was a clear like winner in midfield. I think you guys just defended well, I would say.
Okay, what we did do, we neutralized Erling Haaland. We cut out the service. That's what we focused on. We focused on cutting off the service for Erling Haaland.
But also City neutralized your attack to a greater or lesser extent, right? Apart from
the thing is, our attack,
they defended very well. Guardiola had a very good game.
Our attack, guys,
Guardiola's outstanding.
Our attack is not our strength. Our attack is not our strength. The game being a close game goes into our favor. because we don't score too many goals this season. This season, we haven't been scoring too many goals. The tactics were to neutralize the City's attack by cutting off the service for Erling Haaland, keeping him quiet. Erling Haaland did not even have a shot registered in this game. He had a total of 11 successful passes, and he only had 23 touches the whole entire game. Saliba had him on ropes. Then you go to Declan Rice, Gabriel, Saliba. Those three alone neutralized every single opportunity City had. City had 4 shots the entire game. 4 shots the entire game. That's Gavardio's header. That's Nathan Ake's shot that went way over the bar, and two long distance shots from Julian Alvarez. They did not have anything to bother a goalkeeper. And Hamza is talking about Ederson.
Yeah, but would you say that
Hamza,
you had any clear cut chances?
Hamza,
really, Egal?
Yeah,
You wanna know something?
it was a relatively equal game.
It was an equal game. It was a tight
And when
game.
it came,
And that's what I'm saying. Arsenal fans are just being they play as if
in these types of games, sometimes you have a bit of luck or the small details
you had
matter.
the luck.
And in this
Luck was
case,
on your side.
That's what happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you make your own.
Why
luck
didn't
to
you
some
say
extent.
you had luck on
You
your
make-
side?
No,
I'm not looking. I'm
not.
not. Yeah, like listen, Arsenal done well. First of all, obviously you've got over that.
Arsenal played well.
It's good.
City played well.
Yeah, Arsenal played well. Arsenal played well. I think they were a little bit better than City, in all honesty. But I wouldn't say it's a performance where I'm going to look back at it and say, "Oh, this is like this shows that Arsenal are now going to go win the league." It's not that sort of performance for me today, to be honest with you. But it does show a more controlled, a more mature Arsenal. An Arsenal that's like, you know what? Yeah, today we're not leaving here without mentality shift. It does show that. So now it's up to the players, it's up to the team, it's up to the club for all you lot to carry on that mentality into the next game. You know, games that you've got coming on, because
And
we
I
haven't won it yet, bro.
I think last season Arsenal lose this game, and this season you've won it. And so you got to take some positives out of it. But there's a long way to go, and I don't think City were terrible by any means. It could, if a similar situation happens and City striker make a long distance strike and it gets deflected, it could also go the other way. I think it was a pretty even game. Arsenal arguably were a little bit better, just like Don said.
I just want to say something. Hamza was already getting his excuses ready before the game, talking about the weakest team in a decade, injuries, this and that. At the end, we know that you guys sold your players in the summer. You can't call that. You can't compare that to this team to last year's team. Last year's team was much better. We get that. But at the same time, the mentality issue Arsenal have had, not being able to beat City since Mikel Arteta was the player and he scored a goal in that winner in 2015. That's the thing that we need to get off our back. These kind of things, until you're able to go and win away at Anfield or beat City, you're not going to win the league. These are the kind of litmus tests that can show, guess what? It might not be the performance to say, oh, this team is hand over heart better. But in these close games, you need to get over the line. And that 100 million that we spent on Declan Rice, we got an installment back today. Because those kind of performances is what you paid that 150 million for.
Was it really Don? You know when you're 100 million, yeah, you dominate performance. You come out like Claude Makelele. You come out like Claude Makelele, yeah? Outstanding. Patrick Vieira. You see, that's the
Was Declan Rice not good today?
Victor Lewis is bro. Are you joking? This is what
I would say he was better off the ball. He was better off the ball than he was on the ball today.
Defensively, he was one of the best players.
Who's man of the match?
Very good today, Hamza.
Man of the match. Man of the match for me is between Martinelli, Declan Rice, and Saliba.
Who was given man of the match?
I think Martinelli will probably get it.
Goal.
I would give it to Martinelli.
Martinelli got it because of the goal. And by the way, Martinelli only came on because Trossard apparently picked up an injury at halftime. I thought Mikel Arteta was ballsy with the choice, but it's actually Martinelli came on due to Trossard's injury. So I'm gonna give Arteta credit there. But can we talk about a certain Kai Havertz was a key part to the win also, bringing the ball down from the pass from Partey. All three substitutions. Thomas Partey passes the ball to Kai Havertz, brings it down under pressure, gives it to Martinelli and Hamza. For the whole year, you're gonna see people replaying that goal every time you make jokes about Arsenal. You can't make jokes about Arsenal now. You have to retire making jokes of Arsenal for a couple of weeks because you just got beat by Arsenal and it hurts you. But the reality is, Kovacic should have got a red card. You guys all witnessed the BS. What happened? There was 2 challenges, exact same challenges early in the game, and he got away with it. He got 1 yellow. He could have got sent off. You could have been down to 10 men, and that would have been a better excuse than losing with 11 men. And then you now want to say Rico Lewis, this and that. I'll be honest. When I first spoke about the game, I was saying we bossed you. We didn't boss you, but what we did was we stuck to our tactics, and our tactics worked.
You had a deflected goal that went in, and that's how you won.
Guess what? When you scored the first goal,
Coventry should have got already a possibility. But I think that's the one that I have to agree with.
Hamza, no one cares how the goal went in. At the end of the year, they're going to look at the scoreline. They're going to say Martinelli scored 1-0 to the Arsenal.
But the question is, you know what? It works out well for me because all this, the way you talk, 8th of October, come May, we'll see what you say because we know you will all be victims because you're the only one that they even tell you, your family say, keep it down, Egal, because they know the day is coming. The day is coming. We already planned. It's so... What? Listen, you and Tottenham on top. And we know what's going to happen. We know the elephant in the room. We know. So keep being Declan Rice 100 million. But when he doesn't bring the major trophy, people are going to say, you cost 100 million, you fraud. 100 million could have been used better than... Matthew Nunes better not win the league. He won his 47 million. Yeah? Doku should not win the league. He's just come from Rome. I better not win the league this year. Because if you don't win the league, despite you beating us with the deflected goals, shows me that you don't have the bottle. And I guarantee you, on 8th of October, you're listening to me, Arsenal will not win the league. Fact. Listen to what I'm saying. You will not win the league. I saw the way you played. You're nervous. You don't trust your manager. I saw the way you started. Your family's like, oh, he's played Jorginho. Oh, we're going to lose already. Oh, congratulations, Hamza. Oh, Ketty's playing. And I thought, there you are. I got Rico Lewis. I was like, yo, I'm dunking on them. I trust my guy. 100% I have faith. You don't have a faith in your manager. You know he got a jammy goal today. And you know what? That's why you don't believe you're going to win the league. So, you know, you called me on the December 25th, 26th of December, I was driving Bristol last year. Hamza, you lost it. You guys are not the same. You said the same one. You're not as good as before.
26th. You remember the actual date?
Yeah, 26th of December. I was going to Bristol. I swear to God, I was on M25.
You want to know something, guys?
My auntie, I put him on loudspeaker. My auntie's like, wow.
Hamza,
where did this? I said, Arsenal. No, don't even give me that.
Hamza, we are not going to let you do this. We are not going to let you do this. I have notes of things that you've said about Arsenal in the last couple weeks alone, and you have made point after point.
Well, you actually got a notepad.
I actually have a notepad of things that this guy said on numerous occasions about Arsenal and games and madness. And I'm just going to pull it up because Hamza, Wallahi, I'm sick of your stuff. This is what he said, and I'm reading it out, right? He said, first of all, red flags. He spoke about red flags, Arsenal's red flags for drawing against Tottenham and drawing against Fulham, right? That same team that you've seen red flags about beat you today. You spoke about the last 2 game weeks when we played against those 2 teams, how we struggled to break down 10 men Fulham and we struggled to beat Tottenham. Well, we beat you in our ground. Then you also spoke about deflections, deflecting. You're deflecting right now. You're speaking about title races when we're speaking about other stuff. Also, you speak about own goals, penalties. If I'm not mistaken, you beat Crystal Palace last season 1-0 based on a penalty, and you said this is what champions do. But now you're trying to deflect and take it away. Now, the reason why I know all these things is because I read it down. We've done so many shows, and why do you think I'm taking notes when I see these shows? So I can bring it back in these kind of moments. Another thing you said, credit Son and Maddison for their performance, but now you don't want to credit Declan Rice and Saliba for their performance. Where's your boy Erling Haaland? He hasn't had a shot. When was the last time Erling Haaland didn't register a shot at Manchester City? When was the last time a Manchester City midfield was not able to register a shot on target during a game? When forget about that. Let's go to the next thing. You spoke exactly a couple of weeks ago about Saka. Saka never does it. Guess what? Saka wasn't there. We didn't need him.
He never does it against us. It doesn't make a difference.
Listen. My point is,
He couldn't play against
my
Guardiola.
point is, you
had Jesus on top.
one second. Another point he said, you said Paulinho is better than Declan Rice. Well, Paulinho wasn't on the pitch today, but we still bossed you. Another thing you said, Arsenal capitulate. You also said Arsenal capitulate. Did we capitulate today, or were we the ones that actually capitalized on the situation when the game was close, and we're the one that showed the mentality to win? You said bottle job mentality. Who bottled it today? Who bottled it today? And finally, Hamza.
That's not bottle job. That's
finally, Hamza. Finally, Hamza. You do this thing where you speak about other fans and not what I've said. So let me talk about what you have said, not what other fans have said. You spoke about City. Doesn't matter. We're gonna win this game. And what else did you say? I'm gonna show you. Before the game, I have one more video for you. Before the game, you were talking about Doku doing the cha-cha-cha, doing some madness. What happened? Doku didn't even start, and when he came on, Ben White shut him down. So is it me, or you're the one that's kind of overrating your team, because you now know you're in a transition year and you got caught sucker punch today? Not even sucker punch. You got straight up in a bar fight and got beat up, and now you're chatting shit.
No, listen. If this is what you guys are celebrating, yeah, with the deflect, it's embarrassing.
Hamza,
I'm not saying now. There's no way.
Hamza, you called your
best. You should be embarrassed. Like, the way you're speaking. You see, Rax, being City is a dream come true for many of these Arsenal fans. Yeah, 8 years they've not seen their team beat us. After 8 years, if I told you 8 years ago, yeah, if I told you, you will not be asked Man City for 8 years.
He was dancing. He was getting ready to dance. He was getting ready to dance like Doku.
No,
that's what you're doing, bro. Hamza, you were dancing on stream like Doku. You're doing this. That's not gonna happen. Hamza, I'm tired of the BS. I need you to understand. You need to be humble today. Humble yourself. Relax. You have the best team in the world. You have the best team in Europe. You have the best team in
Nah, you go chill. Go back to that video right now, please.
come
I need to see that video of him trying to do the griddy.
I'm worried that there's gonna be copyright.
Go back on it, please, bro.
I'm worried that there's gonna be copyright because there's footage.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, let me see if I can do it one more time. But Hamza, you're out here dancing on streams, talking about you're gonna do the gritty, but you don't even know you can't even humble yourself, bro. Where is it? Here it is.
Anyway, Hamza, that wasn't even close, man.
What was he doing, Hamza?
What were you doing?
Can I just ask Hamza, are you gonna sit here and you're gonna just be honest, bro? Just be like, bro, on the day you guys beat us, it was a close game. I'm just being humble.
But it ended up, it was luck. Listen, well done for beating us. Look, yeah. I'm not saying that. If I told you, listen,
wait, you're not gonna say well done.
No, well done, yeah. Well done. Listen, well done. But I'll tell you one thing. If you came out here, the way you're talking about, oh, Hamza, listen, the game was nullified. Today, we respected each other. We had chances. I thought, wow. The fact that I'm so glad, Rax, it's open. It's the best thing. The best. Like, I'm so happy for certain things. Like, and City fans said, no, I said, KDB's injury was the best thing. You know what? They plan ahead. Rodri's red card and Arsenal being top now has opened our eyes. You know why? Rats, we don't have a big squad on. We don't have a big... You know this foolishness of they've come to my fan base and told, oh no, but I said to my fan base, yo, you know Fernandinho leaves. Who are we going to get? Calvin Phillips. I said, Calvin Phillips is not good enough. Now Pep's realized it. The fact that he brought an 18-year-old to play.
Rico Lewis again.
18-year-old right back to play there, to nullify the 100 million. He's going to sign a midfield. Yeah, I'm so glad. Scott, guess who's in the sub? Let me check. I bet you had two keepers. I bet you.
The thing is with City, right? Everybody knows that when the business time comes from January onwards, City are going to be there or thereabouts. They, City are a machine. And once they get, not just when they get their players back, but just in general, they will. I think the start of the season this season has been better than last year. I don't know if you count the last 2 defeats, maybe not, but I think in general they've started better this season than they did last. And obviously we know what they did last season. So City right now are the barometer, and City are the team to beat. And Arsenal, I think this start of the season has been worse than your start last season, if memory serves me correctly. So
I think it's been better, bro. They haven't lost a game yet.
Yeah, but I think Arsenal won
in the league days.
But I think they only drew the one game in their first 7 or 8 last.
Oh
season.
yeah. You must be right. Yeah.
Last year we lost to Manchester United, so we're actually starting better now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At this point, game for by a game week.
They must have started better. Yeah, they must have, because they haven't lost yet.
Yeah.
But you drew against Luton and you drew against Spurs. So you're 4 points. That you dropped 4 points versus Man United. You dropped if you only lost one game, you dropped 3 points.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
in points, you're one down on last season.
One down. Yeah. Actually, that's true.
So sorry if I wasn't clear on that. But and we know City are going to be there or thereabouts. So it's going to be an interesting one. Arsenal are definitely stronger, and once they get their players back, then it's going to be interesting. City are also stronger, and some of their key players like Alvarez is a year older. We've already seen. I think he seems like he's come on in the last year already. So,
but
it's going to be interesting, man.
I've got a question.
We got to talk about Chelsea, guys. So I just need to get some order on this. Final point: are you guys Rodri FC at this point? Because without Rodri, you guys can't win. You lost 3 games without Rodri. The red card.
They need to get another DM. You had 3 DM came on. You had Partey, you had Declan Rice, and you had what's the name? And Jorginho.
No, but Hamza, simple question. I get your point. So are you agreeing with me that without Rodri, you guys are basically you guys are going to struggle to win any games?
No, even if we had no Rodri, but we had KDB, we're winning that game easy, 3-0.
So it's because you're missing the 2 of them.
Yeah, and John Stones just came back from injury as well, and they didn't make the right, losing Gundogan and get. I think January, this is the first time we'll see City. City are gonna strengthen, definitely. That's my gut feeling. I'll be very surprised they don't strengthen. I'll be very surprised. They're strengthening the midfield this January.
So we'll say what Calvin Phillips, Rodro Part 2, yeah,
bro. Don, 18-year-old right back start ahead of Calvin Phillips. People are telling me to give Calvin Phillips a chance. What does that tell you about what's Pep decided about Calvin Phillips?
Yeah, it was always a weird move for him though, because he was killing it at Leeds. He went to Man City where Rodri starts every game. He never gets injured. Yeah, I don't understand the move. He could have gone somewhere else, man. It's just been a howl of a move. Guys, so yeah, City in January they need to go get a DM, man. Another one.
And you know what? We got to talk about Chelsea now because Arsenal play Chelsea next. Big up to you. Big up to Jacob in the building. Thanks, Egal, for not saying in the title. What?
Let me ask Don this. Don.
Spurs were not lucky. You guys did well. You guys did well.
So you think as a rival, City, Calvin Phillips is going definitely. We know for a fact, yeah. Do you think now City have seen, we need to rest Rodri? Because Rodri, the fact that strong with him. I was the only City fan. I said, yo, let the guy get a rest. I'm so happy he's not played because I need him to rest rather than.
He don't need rest. It's not a rest thing. He needs to be on the pitch.
No.
Bro, he can play.
It's worse, Don. When I don't have a way to rest this guy. Yeah, we used to have Fernandinho and him, and a 38-year-old midfielder was holding it down when Rodri was being off. We won many games. We went to Madrid and we took off Rodri and we're performing well. We were beating PSG with Fernandinho without Rodri. Rodri was in the bench, rested. Why can't Calvin Phillips not do that? He's not good enough. And that's what the question is. City need to understand. Yeah, they've now realized we've been losing this. David Silva didn't replace him. So all these 3 now, they've realized, no. Now, Pep's going to the market in January. He's going to get strengthened. These bottle jobs will fall. We know they couldn't beat other teams, 100%. I'm watching their game. They're not going to win all their games to December.
Rodri's come back. We're gonna win October, November. Hold it down to December. Then, when gritty starts, KDB's back. Rodri's back.
Hamza, you're planning too far ahead. If I was saying these things, people would be cooking me right now. I just want to say, City fans, today you guys lost. I want to see some humbleness in the sense that you guys disrespect us all the time. The score lines from rivals, disrespectful. So I'm just happy.
Young.
And now let's talk about Chelsea. Hamza, you get to relax now. We're gonna cook you again on Tuesday on Husam's channel. Don't worry. But when it comes, and I'll cook you on Twitter too. I haven't seen your baby. Calm down. I haven't seen the video yet. Where is it? Anyways, let's talk about Don's channel, Don's team. Don, when are you making a channel, bro? We've been waiting for that.
Bro, right now, listen, quick update. My graphics designer is doing my logo for me, innit? So we're just going back and forth between the ideas. And then I'll launch it, man. Once I've got my logo, my banner and that ready, then we'll be good to go, innit? But I'm definitely cooking it up. Life gets in the way, man. Life gets in the way, man, sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Is it going to be Don Greasy or is it going to be CFC something?
Now it'll be Don CFC. Don CFC. That's what it will be.
There you go. A mixture. Yeah. Let's get into it. Guys, Arsenal play Chelsea next, and it looks like Chelsea finally clicked. Finally click. That's what's in the title. They're finally clicking. They're turning a corner. You believe it now. 4 goals against Burnley. You beat them 4-1. For a second, you thought Burnley scored the opening goal. You're kind of like, and then at the end, you finish it off in the manner that you guys did. And good to see some goals from all sorts of players too. So how you feeling going into this next game versus Arsenal?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely feeling a lot more optimistic about Arsenal now, and even the running that we've got coming up. Do you know what I mean? At the beginning, it was looking very bleak. Week after week, I was complaining about the lineups that Poch was putting out. You know, playing people like Gallagher in the pivot, playing Ben Chilwell at left wing, playing Levi at left back with another defender in front of him, playing Enzo in the 10. Everything was a mess. Do you know what I'm saying? But since Brighton, Poch has, started to bring in guys like Cole Palmer into the team. Do you know what I mean? He's now moved Gallagher further up the pitch. Chilwell is not starting games at left wing anymore. These little tweaks that he's made have actually improved us as a team now. So we're starting to play a lot more fluid football. You know, we're starting to create better chances for our strikers, just like Jackson. Past 2 appearances, he scored 3 goals, basically. One was disallowed against Brighton, but it was onside because of VAR. It didn't get allowed. But you're seeing now that Chelsea is starting to create a lot more clear-cut chances, you know. Everyone went on before about, the stats are saying Chelsea are creating a lot. But when I was watching the games, Egal, I don't know if you heard my fan cams, bro. It was a lot of just keeping the ball and not doing much with it. Do you know what I mean? To me, that's not my definition of domination. You can't just keep the ball, the team, fall off of you, don't press you, and then at the end of it, you're like, oh yeah, we had all the XG, we had all the possession. It doesn't work like that. What are you actually doing with the ball? And now that we've got Cole Palmer linking up the midfield to the attack, we're creating a lot more chances and we're actually attacking with a lot of intent. Sterling, he was man of the match yesterday, man. Amazing performance. That's why I like Sterling on the left. For me, he's actually better on the left, in all honesty. The way he cuts back, his end product seems to be a lot better from the left-hand side, to be fair. Caicedo, I would probably say the past 3 performances, this is a Caicedo I've seen at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Now he's building a bit of a relationship with Enzo in that pivot. You've got Gallagher. Last game, he was okay. It wasn't as good as what he was against Fulham, but he got the assist for Raheem Sterling's 3rd goal. The 3rd goal that was scored, Raheem Sterling's 2nd goal. So yeah, man, it was a good game, man. It was a good game, man. So we just kick on from here, innit? I'm not gonna say we've turned the corner. I need a larger sample size for me to start saying things like that, innit? But this gives us a good way to go into the break. And then after that, we're going to have Reece James back. Badia Shield should be back. Carney was back on the bench the other day, so he'll probably get more game time now. And then we kick on, man. We move on from there. But yeah, it's looking good right now, man.
Yo, Hamza.
Yeah, I'm getting so many Arsenal fans just messaging me, this and these guys, man. Hey, yeah, Chelsea. Let me talk about Chelsea. No, wallahi, I'll keep going now. I'm just listening to depressing, man. Messages, bro. Wallahi, it's mad. Listen, Chelsea.
But you do this to yourself. You know that, right? You do this to yourself. You constantly. It's like if we lose to Chelsea, I'm gonna hear it from every Chelsea fan because I always.
And Hamza, don't stop doing it. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. You do you.
Look at that message I got. Look how many voice notes.
You can't see it.
In the morning, listen, me, I rattle this fan base here every morning, man. Look at that. Look how many messages. Oh, look. All that voice note. I need to listen to all that voice note. Yeah, all that voice note completely.
I've listened to your first message. I'm going to tell you this. Around the world, Arsenal got more fans than Man City. I'm telling you that for a fact.
Me and this guy always fighting. Always fighting. Yeah, Egal. He's Chinedu. He's very famous. He's a Robin's guy on FTV. I'm always fighting this guy, Chinedu. He's calling me missed calls. I put it on silent. He's calling me. He's already sent me voice notes. So listen, I know it's gonna be a horrible 2 weeks, man. I can't wait for international play to come
It's the
back.
worst thing, man. It's the worst thing. But Hamza, shout out your club, man. Shout out your club. I see you, DJ, in the comment talking about, tell me about Cole Palmer. Bro, when we signed him, I was getting cooked. You know what I mean? I went on the terrace. I picked him up. I said he's a good signing for us. I said he's gonna bring a lot of attacking intent. He's gonna bring a little bit more finesse. And one thing I said about him, he's a very, very polished 21-year-old. People look at age and they completely forget about quality. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys we've got right now are young, but they're young players with a lot of quality, bro. So
High ceiling.
Very, very high ceiling, man. Cole Palmer, he's created 3 big chances already, in what, 5 games, and he's only started 3.
The thing is,
right?
Look, Don, it depends.
3 assists in a row. 3 assists in a row as well.
Don, when he played for us, the standard is very high. I must say. I'll give you an example. Remember Alexander?
I watched a lot of the games, bro. He could handle it. Every time he came on, he didn't look at our place. This is the thing. This is what City fans do, yeah. And now they're seeing how good he is, because every time I watch, no. Bro, no, Hamza, let me just tell you, no, it's not about wanting him back. It's not about wanting him back. This is one of the main things. Bro, this is one of the main things that I spoke about of Cole Palmer, because when I was bigging him up and I was saying how good he was going to be for us, yeah, I was being shown stats. I was being shown, he hasn't scored a goal in the Prem for Man City. I'm giving them the context. The guy had Foden ahead of him on the wing. He had Mahrez ahead of him on the wing. He had Bernardo Silva ahead of him on the wing, right? Pep didn't trust him, and Pep doesn't even trust Foden in midfield. Why would he trust Cole Palmer in midfield? That doesn't mean that he's a bad player. Do you know what I'm saying? Every time I watched him in the Carabao Cup, he was very good. Everyone used to go on about City have 2 teams. Cole Palmer was front line for that second team. Let's be real, Hamza. He helped you win a lot of games in the Carabao Cup. All those cups that you won, yeah. He was
when hold on. When did you win the Carabao Cup?
I'm talking about the appearances that he played, bro. He played well when I watched him in the Carabao Cup for Man City. In the Champions League, when he played for you guys, let me finish, bro. In the Champions League, when he played for you guys, he never looked out of place. He scored against Arsenal just this season, Community Shield. He scored against Sevilla to keep you in that game to equalize for you lot. Cole Palmer's a baller, man, and you, the way you're talking about him right now, he's a good player. He barely played because of who was ahead of it.
Okay, let me give you an example of what I was saying. I always reference something else. Remember, you can be a top player, but when you play with top elite bowlers, you don't stand out. I'll give you an example. Alexander Song was fantastic at Arsenal, but when he went to Barcelona, what happened? Different. There's level. You're playing Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets are there. My guy, because they saw it, the quality looks different. There's better players than you.
Hamza, how much consistent game time did he get, bro?
Cole Palmer, is he better than Doku?
Bro, they're different players.
Okay, who do you take between Doku and Palmer?
In midfield, I'm taking Cole Palmer.
Why does everything have to be a combined 11 type thing?
Yeah, what is that? How does that take away Cole Palmer's ability?
Palmer's more of a 10 as well. He's more of a 10 as well, right?
He's better in the midfield, bro.
He's not a 10.
Listen, I think for once, Hamza's actually hating on Chelsea, and I'm gonna have
to. No, I rate Chelsea, man. I respect Chelsea, but I'm saying, listen, when he's a winger, when we signed Doku, he's not better than Doku. Everyone knows that. So when we signed Doku, he had to go because he's not gonna have minutes.
Bro, he had to
go.
One second. Let me just say this. I watched a Chelsea game, and I was impressed with the fact that they were able to finish their chances because they've been playing good football. Unpopular opinion, maybe it is a popular opinion. Chelsea have been playing better than Manchester United this season. No debate.
I've been saying this and I've been getting cooked.
You guys, your defense has been better than them. Your midfield has been better than them. The only part of your game that is close to theirs is your attack. That's it. Yeah. So if your attack finally clicks, you guys can do well. You guys can do well against 90% of the teams in the league. But the injuries are still hitting you guys hard.
But Egal, we're not even. This is what I'm saying. A lot of the key players that we're missing I haven't once said, "Oh, we need these guys back to win these games." We've had enough. But the problem's been Poch has been using them incorrectly. Do you get what I'm saying? He's been using them incorrectly, bro. And
but this
even
is the main reason why you guys get smoke, because you spent £1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, we had to rebuild the squad. How much money did we make back from the players that we sold? Do you know what I'm saying? We made a lot of money back. You feel me? And some of these players aren't even in the first team that we spent money on either.
Yeah, like Angelino, he's in France doing amazing.
Yeah, Angelo Gabriel, man, he's been playing well.
Yeah, you said you wanted to keep him. He looks good, bro.
But I wanted to keep him.
I was gonna talk about Manchester United, but Ozzy's not here. But what do you guys? Anything else you guys have to say about Chelsea, guys? Or should I be worried as an Arsenal fan versus Chelsea?
Look, man, you never know, right? Look, the thing is, you said that their build-up play in defensive midfield has been good. All it takes is a lucky shot, if you want to call it a lucky shot today, and things can turn out a little bit different. So the thing with Chelsea is the recruitment people they've brought in are good. These guys know how to recruit good players. Like, you just have to look at their track record at Brighton. The problem is bringing so many players in and them all clicking is going to be tough. I hope that it takes longer for them to click. Right now, like 2 games ago, we were, I think, 11 points ahead of Chelsea. Right now, we're 6 points ahead of Chelsea. That gap can turn around quite quickly, right? They've won 2 games in a row. We've drawn and lost a game. Suddenly, that 11-point gap.
We should have beaten you. We should have beaten you as well.
But what I'm saying is that Chelsea were always going to take a little bit of time to start playing that work to their potential. And I hope it takes a bit more. Like, I hope they have a few more bumps in the road, because at that point, maybe they'll be out of the top 4, top 5 race. But last 2 games, they've done well. This game in particular, they've obviously scored goals, which they've struggled through all season. It's going to be a test. It's going to be a test for Chelsea to see whether this last game is a flash in the pan, whether in terms of creating and taking chances. And I think it could also be a test for Arsenal. If Arsenal go in there complacent, then Chelsea have got good players, and Cole Palmer, for example, is a good player. Chelsea have bought players who have a high ceiling. Whether they actually reach that potential is going to be the critical thing.
Because Omar's just
having potential is one thing. Achieving that.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've got high potential, but they've got quality to play in the league already as well. That's the thing. They're very good players.
Ask the Manchester United fan Omar in the building. Welcome, bro.
Thank you, boys. What's good, Don? Hamza, glad to see you again back to back. Egal, congratulations on your 3 points, my brother. I'm guessing you Liverpool.
Yeah, Rock is Liverpool. Yeah.
Pleasure having you.
This is what we're talking about right now. Chelsea have actually been better than you based on the run of the season, based on how they've been performing. Do you disagree or agree with that?
I disagree.
What we were saying is on 3 levels.
You think you've been playing better than us, Omar? Really?
Defensively?
The last 2 games, you good, bro.
All season, bro.
All season, y'all was on it. Yeah, if y'all look better than us, you'll be above us, right? Y'all not above us.
Yeah, but what I'm saying. Yeah, that's facts. That's true. Results do matter. But when I'm looking at your performances, bro, you should have lost to Wolves. You should have lost to you lost to Palace. The only game that Forest could have potentially beaten you, right? But they scored a little bit too early at Old Trafford. But every game that you've played this season, you should have lost the game, bro. You should have lost it. I know you picked up the 3 points.
All the games,
you should have lost them.
You saying all the games y'all lost, you should have won.
Yeah, we should have. But we made some schoolboy errors. Like missing silly chances, like Poch not being brave enough, playing 2 defenders, 2 attackers on the pitch. How are we ever going to win games when you're playing Ben Chilwell at left wing? Do you know what I'm saying?
This my case.
Things like that.
This my case is the Spurs games, we dominated the first half. After the first half, it was capitulation. The Arsenal game, it was 1-1 up until
you deserve to lose then.
No, the 90th. The Spurs game was tossed in the air. We lost character the second half. It had nothing more to do with that. The Arsenal game, it was 1-1 till the 90-something minute. The Palace game was a fluke. You never seen that.
I think what it is, the difference with Man United right now is that all the teams that they've faced have pretty much outplayed them in large parts of the game. Do you know what I mean? And if, for example, a team like Wolves had better finishing, because they actually play all right football, but they haven't got that finisher. Cunha, very good on the ball, but when it comes to being in front of goal, terrible. Do you know what I mean? Man United, bro, where they are on the table is not reflective of their performances. A lot of United fans will tell you that. And I don't even want to have this conversation, because to be honest with you, it's a mid-off, right? But all I've been saying this season it's a mid-off, right? It's a micro penis competition. But when United fans have been trying to drag us down in the mud with them, when the metrics as well as the eye test clearly show me that we've got something to build from, and you guys are an absolute mess, that's when I'm like, nah, these United fans are just deluded if they think
it's just out of form, out of character. We showed character yesterday. That's what matters the most, because once you show character, all it takes for a moment like that to switch up your whole season around. And you could relate. All it took was the Fulham game where y'all bounced 2-0, and now all of a sudden you guys are on a high, celebrating a Burnley 5-1 win and talking about we look better. But
but Omar, the difference is we've made tweaks. We've made tweaks to the team, bro, and they've actually helped us.
Finally clicking.
We've made tweaks, bro. Made tweaks. Every game that we've brought Cole Palmer in from the beginning, we've won. We've literally won our last 3 games. He started our last 3 games.
And we're starting to understand our tweaks as well. Our tweaks is coming. We just have some injuries. Unfortunately, we're playing a lot of players out of position. It's not like we have backup players in that actual position. The backup and the backup and the backup are all hurt. You get what I'm saying? So we're playing with the tweaks as well.
I hear you, but I just think right now, when I've watched...
Don't you feel like that was a lucky win, though?
What was a lucky win?
Your win versus Brentford.
I don't think it was a lucky win, Egal. A lucky win is when a lucky win is Wolves versus Man City.
But Omar, the whole game, because I watched your highlights and I watched it from like 70 minutes in, bro, you were doing what you've been doing a lot this season, and even what Chelsea have been doing a lot this season, where you're keeping the ball, playing it side to side, but you're not creating any chances for
the Palace game, there was a lot more creation in this game. So it's so funny. I mentioned this before. The Palace game, we had more, I hate to be this dude, but we had more expected goals than the actual game that we won 3-0. And I think I said this here, God, before. So we actually we was coming at the actual target, but we still lost 1-0 off of certain nonsense. And I'm not going to sit and be like the referees is calling bullshit, because we've all seen it. All our teams been seeing referee nonsense and bullshit all season. So I'm not going to sit here. But at the same time, we are both in the same ship, and we both don't look great. Now we're both finally starting to find the style, and we're starting to kick in.
What you think that game the other day against Brentford was a good indicator for you guys that you finally found the style? Really?
No, it's not to find the style. It's finding character. Our biggest problem is finding character and being an identity of player identity themselves on the pitch. You get what I'm saying? There's no character on the field.
I'll be real with you, man. I need more than just that game against Brentford.
No, we fought.
They've got that. They've got. I get the mentality. Well done for the mentality. Scott McTominay coming on.
Hear me out. Once any team scores on us, head down. Once any team scores on us, head down, and then the battering begins, and all the fucking bullshit starts to happen. Right? That's exactly. This time we actually fought. You fought to the last second of the game, and I'm gonna always take that, even if we lost. I'm gonna take the fact that you fought.
Brentford aren't great, bro. Like Brentford, when I watched the highlights and I watched part of your game, Brentford weren't threatening you. Brentford weren't putting you on the ropes. Teams that have actually taken it to you, they've been pamming you.
If you look at the Prem,
I know it's the Prem. All I'm saying is this performance, the result that you got the other day was an amazing result. Yeah, any scoring 2 goals after 90 minutes is good. It's very good. Yeah, you should be happy about that.
Bro,
all I'm saying is don't let that mask over the overall performance.
I'm not.
All of that.
I'm not sitting here saying we're gonna win the league. No, but it's just you gotta hold every team at the. Arsenal went to Brentford and beat them 1-0. Ain't nobody saying it was 1-0. You get what I'm saying? That's the type. The type of games you go get the 3 points, and that's the games you do. I'd rather lose points against Arsenal. I'd rather lose points against y'all. I
forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather lose points against City, but then you go to Brentford, lose the losing points against Palace and shit like this, and that's what bothers me. That's what irks me, because if we would have beat Palace, me and Chelsea would not be in the same conversation. I'll be talking to the top 4 dudes because we'll be sitting 2 points behind them.
I get that, but I just look at Man United right now, and I still think that you've got Ten Hag's got a lot of changes to make, and after the international break, let's see if he drops guys like Rashford and he drops Casemiro and he drops Bruno. Let's see, because the other guys that have been playing, they've had a little point to prove, and funny enough, you guys play better without them. But boys, I've got a shoot, yeah.
No, don't say my boy. I like the Daily Paper shirt.
Love my bro, love. Bless up.
Yo, Hamza, why do you look so sad, bro?
I'm not sad. I'm going through people messaging me, man. It's like war.
Hamza stressed, man. I've never seen Hamza stressed like this before.
No, it's like the feeling of being Man City after 8 years is mad.
Well, Arsenal broke Hamza.
Last top of the top.
Hamza. Hamza, my
You know
question.
what? Let me tell you quickly, just quick story.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't stop it, Rax, yeah? I was going to pick up my uncle in a train station. I see an Arsenal fan wearing Saka. So I ordered, hey, yo, you're going to lose today. Bottle job.
Listen,
Baby Goku.
it is what it is. Before we go any further, Hamza, do you have anything to say about Manchester United?
This guy's, man. This guy. Hey, these guys. Oh my days. These guys are finished. These guys, they're done.
Yo, you realize it's the same. Yo, why you asking that question? No, for real. Why you asking?
There's no way I believe
every time.
This club is a joke. I'll tell you why. The fan base that were casting Maguire, McTominay, they've thrown Pogba under the bus. They're casting Bruno now. They want Bruno at the club. Can you be the guy who took them third place, Egal, Rashford? They've turned on him. They've turned on the guy. Have you seen me turning on Haaland? No. He can miss a chance. He cannot even have a short attack. You see how I'm defending him? Loyalty. I know my loyalty where they are. Because
how many times I defended these men on the show?
They threw
how
Rashford
many times I defended these men on the show?
Yeah.
How many times I come in every day?
What you at the back? He's already got Garnacho.
He's booking you for what other Man United fans do.
No,
that's not my fault.
No, look at the Garnacho one at the back.
Realistic.
He's replaced. Where's the Rashford? Why have you got Garnacho at the back? Why are you not grateful for Rashford, who pulled you last year? Why is that not shut at the back?
If I had a Rashford, hit me up.
That's what you do. Next year will be another guy.
No.
See that name?
You see,
that
this
name
jersey
changes.
right here is signed. I have a signed jersey by Garnacho. If I had a signed Rashford jersey, it would be on my wall as well. But I didn't get the opportunity.
Let's continue. Okay. Nice story. I love the story.
But you see, you know what's funny? Today, this same man who's talking about we don't have a bench.
No, but I'm talking about Man United
because we don't have a bench. We don't have squad depth. So clearly, he doesn't even rate his own players.
No, I don't know.
No, you don't.
I said about this, we need a bigger squad.
How big is
you guys? You guys, Egal, are shameless. Shameless. They lost to Galatasaray, yeah? They had lost to Crystal Palace. They had lost to Brighton. They come to this game, Onana, fool. What a joke. You bought that guy for 50 million. You must regret because that guy cannot save. 100%. This guy, he's got his fingers are weak than you know when you got chips, wet chips and all that stuff. Yeah, the chips you think, this is not fully cooked. Yeah,
it's flimsy.
Yeah, bro, his fingers are like leaves probably. This guy, bro, the ball went and he dives when the ball goes in and he looks around and he looks around. And you can see, he looks like that guy from Nutty Professor.
He looks like that too.
He looks like that guy from Nutty Professor. Show that face. You know that guy with the Nutty Professor head? You remember that guy with Nutty Professor? The hairstyle. He looks exactly like Nutty Professor guy. So when I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, what a Nutty Professor again. This guy. I don't get how many more are you gonna do?
How he's being shameless?
How are you gonna let out money?
How he's being shameless when my team left with 3 points? And
you know the thing is, they
I don't understand. How's
Germany?
My team
The
left
manager, the manager is already coming to Casemiro. The manager's for everyone. He's fighting Casemiro. He's already done for Casemiro. Why did Casemiro come off? Or he's not, he doesn't play, he cannot pass. He's criticized indirectly, taking down Casemiro. His manager's a fraud. He doesn't know. McTominay won that guy a job. McTominay kept him in the job. McTominay kept that ball fraud in the job. Never forget it.
Me why.
Because without McTominay, he would not have a job. He would have had P45. What a shame. You celebrated, knee sliding, Brentford. I thought, have some shame. Egal. I told him before. This one,
it was Wolves.
Listen,
he would have celebrated. He would have celebrated.
Guys, chill. Both of you guys are going crazy right now.
Let me finish one.
No. Let him respond. Let him respond.
Then let me finish first.
Let him
These
respond.
guys, I
Hamza, let him respond, please. Let him respond. I beg. Go ahead, Omar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Because first of all, I don't understand how he's trying to shame me when my team left with 3 points, right? And it's someone please elaborate, because he's supposed to having this conversation with you, not with me, brother. I left Brentford. I don't care. I'm 3 points. I'm only 6 points away behind him. That's 2 games. That's 2 games to cover, and I'm 6 points behind him. So he has to be the one to worry. They went to Wolves, they lost. They went to Yard, they lost. They the one taking L's, and they talking about, oh, we missing Rodri, we missing this, we missing that. 100 million draft leaders sitting on the bench, nobody saying nothing. But now it's our fault. Bro, don't worry about Onana. Worry about getting a W moving forward, my brother. Worry about who's you starting 11 next game. Right now, you worrying about
you are lucky. You are lucky. Your manager is there because of Scott McTominay saving his job. Egal, they came up for Maguire. He assisted. McTominay saved his job. Egal, these guys are no shape. What did I tell you before? I knew these guys are fraud glory hunters when I saw, wallahi, this is what I saw. I saw these guys losing 7-0 to Raxton. Wallahi, saw them. I thought, yo, this is shameless. Wallahi, I thought, losing.
You're shameless.
1 second.
Hamza, you're shameless.
No, let me say. No, 1 second.
You lost. And you're sitting here talking about them winning.
No, 1 second. Let me finish. I saw them losing.
I had a good weekend.
By Bacetic. Listen, this is when I knew they're frauds. Bacetic, they lost to Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott in midfield. And then 3 days later, wallah, I'll never forget this. Europa League, yeah, they beat Real Betis, yeah. Rashford scored, he does this, yeah. They all celebrate. I thought, yo, frauds. You lost 7-0 to your...
You mentioned... Hamza has mentioned this story.
It's something called madness.
Hamza,
I can't celebrate a win.
I'm shocked with this fan base.
Allah.
He's coming here, relax, and bro, you got saved by McTominay. It was deep. You should have lost that game.
I won.
But you should not have won that game.
Coulda, woulda, coulda. You lost. I did it. Coulda, woulda, coulda, my brother. I came home with 3 points. And where was Baby Doku? On the bench. came off the bench, and it was still 1-0 also. That's it. It's it.
Baby Doku needs time. But I go, listen, the fraud, this guy, I'm so happy. Ten Hag's as a manager for Man United. Because the longer we keep this fraud, he's not going to do anything. We know. They were doing, they removed the Glazer protest before the game. 23 fans of them. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Glazers out. After the game, no Glazers out.
Wallahi, today, we're not cooking nobody because Craig Dawson shut down Erling Haaland. Now Saliba shut down Erling Haaland. I think people figured out Erling Haaland. You got a bigger issue than
Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or nominee. I've seen.
Didn't Dan Burn shut up Erling Haaland?
He might win the Ballon d'Or 30th of October. You don't know.
No. Messi's winning it, bro.
What?
Messi's winning the Ballon d'Or.
Bro, I'm not. Listen, I have no shame. Wallahi, I am not giving. If football is about winning World Cup, yeah, and then just being given the Ballon d'Or and we forget the whole season,
he won the French
then
league
that's
also.
A lie. Because you know what?
At the worst, he's going to come second.
If they don't give my guy a Ballon d'Or, I will never accept that.
Hamza?
Completely. And you know what? Modric, Varane won the Champions League and the World Cup. They refused to give Varane. Why did they not give Varane if World Cup matters most? Why did they give Mbappe that year? Why did they give Messi?
This is my first time hearing this man talk something right come out of his mouth.
Let me stop everybody. Guys, everybody here, who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? I think it's going to be Messi, simply put, because Manchester City have Gundogan, have Kevin De Bruyne, have Rodri, who are going to take votes away from Erling Haaland, and they're going to go towards these spread out throughout his team, where Messi, all his votes are going straight to him. Not Julian Alvarez, not anybody else on his team, not Kylian Mbappe. All the votes that Messi will be receiving because of his World Cup team success and his French team success will be headed to him.
French team success. French team success.
We're PSG.
Mbappe was the main guy. They booed the guy.
Listen,
his fans booed him.
Bro,
My guy moved to
I'm
MLS.
sorry. I'm
My
sorry.
guy is in MLS
Bro,
now.
1 second. The reality is Erling Haaland.
Rax, the best player in the world is playing in MLS.
Hamza.
Well done to football.
Guess what?
Let's relax
Hamza.
now.
Well, respect
Hamza,
MLS. Respect MLS.
Allah, I'll never accept it.
Okay, so
I don't watch it.
One second. Me and Hamza need to have a conversation. Hamza, the reason why Messi will win the Ballon d'Or is because Manchester City have 5 Ballon d'Or candidates, and they're gonna split up the vote and take it away from Erling Haaland, where Messi. Every single person who wants to vote for Messi.
The Ballon d'Or, let me tell you, you don't know how the Ballon d'Or nominee happens, votes happen. The votes happen because you don't know, because you've never had your player winning a Ballon d'Or in your life. It's the captain and the manager of each national team that have to vote. I've researched it because I know my player might win it. That's how they vote.
That's not true, bro.
That's true.
You're wrong. It's all journalist votes. There's
no journalist. Is the captain and the manager of each country. Samoa, Western Samoa, Timor, Cape Verde, Bolivia, Ecuador, Greenland, Iceland, Norway. That's what happens. Macedonia, Moldova, all these guys, captain and the manager, votes. And I know because I've got a player who's going for them.
No, you're actually 110% wrong. 110% wrong. Guess what? The way the Ballon d'Or votes work is very simple. The Ballon d'Or victor is decided by 100 journalists based on FIFA's 100 ranking nation members. This is nothing to do with football players. It only has to do with journalists. You are 110% wrong. I have never in my life heard of football players voting for him. It's journalists. If the journalists,
but he has a point, because there is an award which is also voted for by the national team managers and the national team captains. I don't know. Maybe that was previously, but you're also right, because the Ballon d'Or L'Equipe started the Ballon d'Or. The original Ballon d'Or, and L'Equipe is obviously a publication in France, hence the reason why it was voted by journalists. So I think you're both right. You're both right, but maybe the different awards.
100%. 100%.
Look at it right here. Ballon d'Or victor is decided by 100 journalists from FIFA's top 100 ranked member nations. So you're right about the nations part, but it's not nations, teams, or players, or
managers and the captain.
It's journalists. It's 100 journalists.
It's fraud.
For God's sakes, one of the people who's voting for Erling Haaland for the Ballon d'Or is actually Thogden. He represents Bulgaria or something like that.
Thogden represent Bulgaria, bro. Bullshit. Then I'm not accepting that. Wallah, wallah, I'm not accepting that. I have standards. I don't accept that, because Thogden tells me who's the best player in the world. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Messi
wins and you all accept it. You look like a fool. I'll never tell my child the best player.
You think I'm joking? Wallah, you think I'm joking?
That's a joke.
Thogden has a Ballon d'Or vote.
I don't think he's gonna win it. He has done nothing but the World Cup.
Yo, we're not even discussing if Thogden's gonna. We're not accepting that.
Let's be honest. In the World Cup, he was not even the best player. It was Kylian Mbappe. We have to hand. France came and played with the B team.
We also know that this was arguably the culmination of the career of the greatest football player that's ever lived. And whether you like it or not, there is a certain degree of romanticism about it. I understand Hamza. If he was my player, I would. What is Hamza doing now? You're looking for Messi down there. I understand why Hamza
missing the game.
I understand why Hamza would want Erling Haaland to win. I think there's definitely a very strong shout for it. But the romanticism of football, the fact that Messi is the greatest player, in my opinion, that's ever played the game, the fact that he caps it off winning the biggest tournament in the world. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously, Champions League is the highest level. But as an individual tournament, I think it's difficult to argue against.
Yeah, but it wasn't an individual carry, though, bro.
No, and he was the key man on the ropes. No, I know, and Saudi Arabia beat them, right? Saudi Arabia beat them. So I agree what you say. But he was the key. He was the key man.
Guys, how about this?
I don't know. It's different.
How about this? Anyway. Hamza, I bet you. Obviously, we don't gamble, but I bet you right now that Messi's going to win it based on the fact that the World Cup and the way that the votes are going to work. People are going to.
That's hot on, bro. That's not a fair one. That's not a fair one.
I can't. I'm not voting. I'm not going to.
It has to be a Man City.
That's I'm shocked. I thought it was like all these players.
Can you guys understand my logic though? Because there's so many.
But majority votes has to go to a Man City player. It can't be if the votes are split.
If KDB, say there's 100 votes, KDB takes 10, Erling Haaland gets 40, and Messi gets 50. Bro, 10 votes went to Kevin De Bruyne that could have gone to Erling Haaland to help him win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Messi should have been 40.
I'm going to go as far as to say, in my opinion, I think Messi will win it clear in the sense that regardless of how many votes, I think Messi will get it.
And you know what? Egal.
And I'm not going to hate on it.
With that, I'm not being bad. With that, Julian Alvarez, Messi's eating group stage with Saudi Arabia. He's getting down to 100%.
Guess what?
You're laughing, but that's true. Lautaro was sending them off.
Guess what?
Yeah. So my guy, Julian Alvarez, won everything. He's not even included there. What a shame.
Without Rodri,
I'm gonna accept that shit.
You could say the same thing about Haaland.
So basically, you can play well in 4 weeks, and it's okay. You can play crap in the year. That's what you have to accept it. That is not fair. What's the point of football? What are we playing every single day? What are we playing every single week? What?
Without Rodri, what has Erling Haaland going to accomplish?
Bro, he changed our team from bottle jobs in the Champions League when I used to have Jesus and Zinchenko to winning a treble.
Hamza knows exactly what he's saying.
He knows. He won me the treble. He won me the
Guess what? Jesus today said this is our home, and Man City played well. You got to give them credit. But hey, this is our home. We got to defend it. And you're just mad that your former boys are taking you down. But Hamza, we're gonna catch you Tuesday. Omar, everyone, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Don Greasy also jumping on. This has been a great stream. We'll be also live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that stuff. Big up to everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with the Arsenal stream because we got to celebrate beating these guys.
I'm reading that super chat, the last super chat.
Yeah, and big up the super chat. He said, Egal, it's a disgrace to football. MLS player winning the Ballon d'Or.
Inter Miami play the best player in the world was Inter Miami. You guys accept it. I'm not accepting it.
Bro, he's right. He's right. It is a disgrace. But the reality is the Ballon d'Or is voted on last calendar.
And now we're gonna call football soccer, guys.
No, name it. The English name the soccer.
Egal talk soccer now.
You named the soccer. That's the problem.
Egal talk soccer.
You named the soccer. It wasn't us. You guys said the
Listen, bye guys. Big up Nedvid Ahmed for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Big up everyone who watched the show. Make sure you do hit that like button. Have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And big up everyone who joined the panel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.